minus 2. That's the A part. The B part, the first term. The question asks us to determine the first term. The first term can be determined from equation 1. Since our AR is equal to minus 7, our R is minus 2. Let's substitute that. So you have A times minus 2 equals to minus 7. So that becomes minus 2A equals to minus 7. Dividing both sides by minus 2. When we divide both sides by minus 2, we're going to have minus 7 over minus 2. And this cancels this. So your A will definitely be 7 over 2, which is or 3 whole number 1 over 2. So that is the B part, the answer to the B part of the question. Then the C part says that the sum of the first 5 terms. C part, the sum of the first 5 terms, that is S5. Remember that our R is less than 1, because our R is minus 2. So we resort to this formula, 1 minus R raised to power n over 1 minus R. So here, our S5 will now be A into 1 minus 2 raised to power 5 over 1 minus 2. What is our A? Our A is 7 over 2. So S5, which now equals to 7 over 2 into 1 minus 2 raised to power 5 is minus 32. So we have over 1 minus, that's plus 2. 1 plus 2. So this one gives us S5 will now be 7 over 2 into 1 plus 32 over 3. So automatically S5 then gives 7 over 2. Then this is 33 over 3. 3 here 1, 3 in 33 11. So we have S5 to be equal to, our S5 to be equal to 11 times 7 times 11 over 22, and that gives 77 over 22. And when we divide this gives 38.5. So our S5, which is the C part of that question 4, is 38.5. Then the last question here is, if 3 minus x plus 6 plus 7 minus 5x is a geometric series, find 2 possible values for A, x, B, the common ratio, and C, the sum of GP. We are given 3 minus x, that's number 5 now. We are given 3 minus x plus 6 plus 5 plus 7 minus 5x. And the information given to us is that they are in geometric series. And before they can be in geometric series, this is the first, this is the second, and this is the third. Before they can be in geometric series, that means that second divided by first must be equal to the third divided by the second. What is the second here? 6 divided by the first. The first is 3 minus x, which is now equal to the third, which is this, divided by the second, which is 6. So this is what we have. We have this, we can cross multiply. When we cross multiply, we have 3 minus x in a bracket, affected by another 7 minus 5x. Then 6 times 6, that's 36. So automatically, 3 minus x, 7 minus 5x, then gives 36. If you open this bracket by expanding this, we have 3 times 7, 21. 3 times this, minus 15x. This time this, minus 7x. This time this, plus 5x squared, equals to 36. Then we move further, we realize that we can rearrange this by saying 5x squared minus 22x plus 21 equals to 36. By making this in a quadratic equation model, then we make it 5x squared minus 22x plus 21. When this one comes to the other side, it becomes minus 36 equals to 0. And in evaluating this, you have 5x squared minus 22x, and this gives minus 11, minus 15, which is now equals to 0. It gives minus 15 equals to 0. And this is a quadratic equation. And how do we solve a quadratic equation? We multiply the first term here by the last term. And if you do that, we have minus 75x squared. We now look for the two factors of these that if we subtract or add, it will give us the one in the middle. And by doing so, we know that 25 and 3 will be a suitable factor of this that will give us the one in the middle, because when we 25 minus 3 gives us 22, and because you are having a negative sign here, automatically this one will carry the minus while this one carries the plus. And since we are dealing with variable x, we just add x beside the 2, and we substitute this into this. Anywhere we see our minus 22x, we replace it with minus 25x plus 3x. So we can do that here. 5x squared. Then we have minus 25x plus 3x minus 15 equal to 0. Then we try to dissect the two times that we have here. Then we have what is common here. 5x is common, so we can bring the 5x out, and what will be left here, x. When we bring 5x out of this one, we are left with 5. On the other side, what is common here? 3 is common. We bring plus 3 out. Then we have x minus 5 equal to 0. What is common here? X minus 5 is common. Then we have 5x plus 3 equal to 0. Then when we have this kind of equation, we can say x minus 5 equal to 0, or 5x plus 3 equal to 0. Then, which implies that x minus 5 equals to 0, then x will be 5. Then here implies that 5x plus 3 equal to 0, then 5x equals to minus 3. Divide both sides by 5. If you divide both sides by 5 here, then we'll have x to be equals to minus 3 over 5. And the two possible values of x is 5 or minus 3 over 5. Those are the two possible values of x, 5 or minus 3 over 5. The question still move further to ask us to determine the common ratio. So if we want to determine the common ratio, since we know the value of x, we go back to the series, and this is a series. So we have 3 minus x plus 6 plus 7 minus 5x. So going back to the series, which has this, and we've been able to calculate our x to be 5 or minus 3 over 5. When x is 5, then we'll have 3 minus 5, for this case, plus 6 plus 7 minus 5 into 5, and this gives minus 2 plus 6, and this will give us 7 minus 25, and that is 7 minus 25 gives minus 18. So we have minus 2 plus 6 minus 18. So this is the trend. So here, since our interest is to look for the common ratio will definitely be 6 plus 6 divided by minus 2, and that gives minus 3. So that means the common ratio is minus 3 for the case when x is 5. For the case when x is minus 3 over 5, then we have 3 into minus 3 over 5 for the first case, plus 6, then plus 7 minus 5 into minus 3 over 5. So in this case, we have 3 plus 3 over 5, which can look for the LCM here, and it will give us 5. 15 plus 3. 15 plus 3. And that is 18 over 5. Then, the second case, which is this 5 can cancel this 5. Then we are going to have 7 minus 3. Then we have 18 over 5 is the same thing as 3 whole number 3 over 5 plus 6, then plus 10. So our common ratio here should be 6 divided by 3 whole number 3 over 5, which must be equivalent to 10 divided by 6. So let's see. So we have 6 divided by 18 over 5, which is 6 times 5 over 18, and that is 3 here 1, 3 here, 6 here 1, 6 here 3. So we have 5 over 3 here. Here, 2 here 5.